I love you, son.
Love you, Daddy.
Get some sleep.
Daddy,
Yeah?
is Wendy my first mommy? 'Cause I came out of her tummy.
Yeah? That's right.
So is that why Grandma killed my other mommy? So my first mommy could be here with me?
Fuck me running. That was crazy.
The initial shock of it is over now, because that's now the second time I've seen that scene in the past 5 minutes. But literally, this is...
Yeah.
For that minute that you just saw, and of course we have no claims of ownership on that.
No,
At
no,
all.
we had to put it up.
It had to be done because holy...
Just, yeah.
the fuck? And I'm sorry, Mother, for the rough language, but
You would understand if you knew.
if you anybody who just happens to watch this and hasn't watched the show, first of all, I mean, why are you not watching it? Secondly, I'm sorry, that is like the biggest bomb drop ever on this show.
Yeah. And we knew that something was coming.
I mean, it was building and building and building.
And I think that we had both suspected that it might be Abel that lets it out. I was not expecting it to be like that. Especially after such a great scene.
Yeah, it was so wonderful.
It was a nice little family moment where Jax finally tells Abel that Wendy's his mom. You know, it's when she brought him the glass of water, he just looked at her and it was a little family moment like, oh my God, we're a family again. And then for that, just, Jesus.
Like, you know, I was planning on talking about a few things in this episode, but the last literally 53 seconds of the episode or 56 seconds of the episode, the other hour and 45 minutes or hour and 40 minutes, however long this episode was, it doesn't even matter anymore.
No, not really.
It doesn't.
No, it just...
I mean, shit's gone. It's about to just like...
It's about to get really bad.
I'm rarely ever speechless after a show. Not even like after the ending of
The Shield?
not even after the ending of, well, even The Shield, or even like the end of season 5 of The Shield, where something, if it's the right season, something huge happens and he hasn't seen it yet, so I'm not saying anything. But that was just like, and there's still 3 more episodes left?
3 more episodes left, yeah. To have it come from him, I think was a brilliant decision on Kurt Sutter's part.
I mean, yeah, but
And to have it, I don't know, it was just, it was a beautiful way to do it. That whole last 10 minutes
was amazing.
was amazing, truly. This whole episode really was. I mean, this whole episode was freaking amazing. It's called Faith and Despondency.
Faith and Despondency.
Faith and Despondency. Yes, but I still can't get over that. Oh my god.
Okay, so there's not dead air. We have to fill it with something. So,
Well, besides, I thought it was interesting that this whole episode seemed to be about everybody's relationships. I mean, the beginning scene was showing everybody having sex with somebody else,
Yeah.
which was a little odd, and a lot of man butt, including Happy's, which I don't know that I needed to see that.
or the vision of Marilyn Manson having
Raping Juice.
raping Juice in jail.
Yeah, didn't necessarily need that either. But the culmination of all that was the scene between Walter Goggins and Kim Coates.
Yeah.
That we've mentioned a couple of times on this show how much we love Walton Goggins' character in the show, and how he's really been robbed of any recognition for what he's portrayed on the show. And tonight was no exception, but I think Kim Coates outshone him
Yeah.
tonight. And that's not an easy thing to say, because
No.
Kim Coates is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but his characters, every time he plays a character, it's always big and outlandish, and
he
you know,
he became human
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
He's always been like, the best way to describe, I guess, just I don't want to say a robot, but like just a mindless, soulless, just
Yeah.
animal.
Yes. Very good.
I would be willing to waken. He was probably one of the first Men's of Mayhem out of everybody that was there.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, probably out of everybody that's left, he is the original.
Oh yeah.
But and it was such a great scene. I mean it was basically, you know, Tig his coming out party, basically.
I guess you could say that.
I mean, technically, yes. I mean, he is in love with another man.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, he's technically in love with another man.
Yeah.
But it was just...
But it was more the fact that he was saying that he was in love with anybody besides his dog.
Yeah.
Because we had that like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
But it was more just that he was... It boiled down to him saying that he had feelings, you know,
In
at
general.
all. Any
Feelings in general, yes.
Any feelings.
And that was kind of building, I think.
Yeah.
After he got shot and Venus took care of him.
And then...
I think that's been kind of building a little bit.
And even tonight when he defended Venus's honor by shooting someone's dick off.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
How did they find out
Awesome.
that? How did they find that out? I don't know. I don't know if they ever really explained it.
I don't think they did.
But this was, like you said, this was in a relationship episode.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them a little more twisted than others. But
Jack seems to have found someone that he can, at the very least, share some comfort with
Mm-hmm.
in the prostitute that they saved from the pimp in Greensleeves
Yeah.
episode.
Saved him from Greensleeves.
Yeah, that's right. The guy's, his name was Greensleeves. I forgot about that.
And while that's a nice release for him, I was thinking, you know, up until Abel dropped that bomb, I still want to see Jackson Wendy. I think two options. Either A, they really are better off as friends and co-parents to Abel.
Mhm.
Or B, I would like to maybe see them give it another try now that, you know, they've, you know, Abel knows that Wendy is his mother.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the third video today. I don't have much talking left.
No, I understand. I would like to see it. Part of me would like to see it as well, and I thought that maybe it was going to happen in the kitchen. I thought maybe something was going to happen there, but
Yeah, so close.
at the same time, I kind of like what they built between Jax and Wendy
Mhm.
right now. That they're not together.
But they
It's
are
like-
together. They're
yeah.
together, but they're not together.
It's like they both know that they don't really need to be, that they have something worked out that is working well for
Mhm.
everybody involved. But now that everything has gone down, how that's going to play out, I don't know, because Jax is going to start putting a lot of things together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that,
And
so I don't know.
and what is this gonna? How is this gonna affect with Nero?
Mm-hmm.
Because little backstory, real quick,
Yeah.
and we'll wrap this up. Abel cut himself very badly with a fork at school. They called CPS. Abel said Grandma did it in order to get Grandma out of the picture. I don't think he was thinking it through that well. I think he was mad at Grandma for
Yeah.
what she did to Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
And CPS has basically said that Abel and Tommy cannot be around the grandmother at least
Alone.
until you know all the procedural stuff works out and blah 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 blah. Gemma has said she will go with Nero to the farm to set things up
Yeah, which they're supposed to be leaving like,
in a day or two.
yeah, this was another episode that took place in a day.
And so now what's going down with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Is
Nero going to stay with Gemma?
or is Nero going to protect her? I think is the bigger question.
Yeah,
Is he you know, yes, is he gonna stay with her, but more importantly, whose side is he gonna take?
Yeah. And now that this has been found out, this just opens up a whole new can of worms for everything. Basically, everything this season has been a lie. And
Yep.
we knew this, the audience knew this, Jax did not know this. This whole
And-
season has been a lie.
And now
A
he
lot
does.
of innocent people have died because of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit has gone down.
Mm-hmm.
And how is he going to react?
Yeah.
Next episode is going to be explosive.
Maybe.
It's either going to be explosive or it's going to be very cold and calculating.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're gonna go the cold and calculating route, that
'Cause
he's going to spend almost the entire episode trying to figure out what happened and what he needs to do, because he's had this plan in motion for this whole season that he had thought out,
Which basically
and all of it crumbled.
this season has only lasted like a week
Yeah, it has not lasted very long at all.
in the overall timeline.
And it seems like a lot of the episodes have taken place in the period of a day.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I don't think is any exception.
No, because
I mean, it
it's only
started
been
at-
a week, maybe week and a half since Tara's murder. But so yeah, I'm predicting. You know, either it's going to be explosive, which would be kind of just not really
It wouldn't.
cold and calculating. He's going to plan it out. Motion's going to start in episode 12 because this was episode 10, so 11 is going to be the start of the planning, the figuring out. 12 is going to be starting planning, and 13 is just.
Yeah, 13 is going to be explosive up until the last 10 minutes, and then everything will calm down. And it'll be, you know, what's going to happen now, type thing. But
Jeez.
this season has not entirely gone where I thought that it would. I thought that things might have played out a little bit differently. I thought there was going to be a lot more deaths. That's what.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be.
Because Bobby is the only one that we've lost so far, and I thought that there was going to be more.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was going to be a lot more by this time.
But there's 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
When they find out that Lynn is not responsible, and he gets out, he's gonna want revenge. August is gonna want revenge.
I don't know. I think that they're still going to take care of August because that had nothing to do with Cher's murder. That was something totally different.
But still, it's.
I mean, it was all set in motion because of Elijah Matold, yes, but some of that that's personal now. They killed Bobby.
Yeah.
That's personal. I think that Marks will. I think that Marks is still going to die somehow.
Mm-hmm. But oof.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. And
It's batshit crazy, man. But yeah, let's wrap this up. Next week will be.
we don't have a title yet.
We don't have a title yet. It's still 7.11.
Yeah.
And so thanks for watching. Blessed be.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See you next week.
See you.